Police state that's what many protesters here in Toronto, where the G20 Summit of Economic Leaders is taking place, have called it. $1 billion spent on security, 20,000 officers deployed, officers who left this car after it was attacked by protesters who have since written on it police state, which is what many have characterized it. Out here on the streets of Toronto, protests have been going on all day. They've really been going on all week, but they've culminated today, which is when the actual G20 summit began. Now, many of these protesters were peacefully marching, rallying for various causes that they believe are not being heard by the leaders who are meeting here in Toronto. Many are still surrounding me, although the actual protest ended officially a while ago, ended by riot police. These protesters wanted to get down to the 5-kilometer-long fence that's 12 feet high in order to bring their messages to these economic leaders. They did not make it there. They were stopped blocks away by riot police. Now, behind me, this is another one of the cars that protesters wearing all black, according to witnesses, attacked, and it was surrounded by riot police who eventually backed off and gave it up, and the car has been taken over by protesters. Some that were speaking to me said, hey, we paid for it. It's ours now. It's the least we can do it's the least we get after all of this taxpayer money has been spent on this summit that we didn't want here. And their voices, they feel, can't be heard because they aren't able to reach for the fence. Many were chanting, we paid for the fence, we want to see it. But they were stopped blocks away where we were by rows upon rows of riot police who geared up with their gas masks and their tear gas. Protesters at that point put on their bandanas. A smell of vinegar filled the air as they were protecting themselves in case anything did break out and tear gas was used against them. This really characterizes the feel of Toronto this week, with thousands of people being very angry about the G8 and the G20 summits being held here in Canada, as well as the leaders and what the policies are that they're making that they believe take into account the desires of the elite and corporations and not the people, which all these protesters and activists took to the streets today to demonstrate. We'll bring you the latest, but right here from the streets of Toronto, I'm Lauren Lister, RT.